Welcome back to another edition of Sling Paint. Wait, you're not Nims. What is my wife D doing on Sling Paint? Oh boy.
I just decided to pop up.
Yeah, I see that. No, actually, Nims and I have been preparing for a big event, and we were trying to get some videos done, and we wanted to make sure that we still can deliver our daily video. So what we're actually doing today is Dee's helping me out, and if you guys don't know, Dee is actually the mastermind behind the scenes. That she takes all the lists and all the submissions that you guys do and puts them in a production schedule for us, so we can actually record videos and all that stuff. So she basically keeps us in line, pretty much. Yep.
I do.
She does.
I keep up with all of it.
Yes, she's. I'm actually pretty impressed. I mean, probably over the last couple of weeks, she's been, I think, becoming an X-wing wizard. Like, you know, at first when we first started, I think we were actually you're like, well, what is this and what is that?
I didn't understand a lot of it.
But you did play a little bit, so she has played a couple games. But but all the upgrade cards and all the pilots and all that stuff.
Oh, that stuff, yeah.
And the slang that a lot of us use, or the abbreviations and what have you. She's like, what's this mean? What's HLC mean? I'm like, oh, it's heavy laser cannons.
What's the other one?
What was it? Push the limit?
Limit.
PTL?
Yeah.
PTL?
PTL.
Yeah. What's PTL mean? All right, so today what we're going to do is we're actually going to answer a topic that somebody submitted to us, right? That's what you wanted to bring up? All right, so what do we got?
Well, it looks like this is from Trent.
Okay.
And he says, hey, Sling Paint, I have a quick question for you. I've been playing X-Wing for just under a year now, and I'm hoping to get some friends interested in playing the game. What type of list would you recommend as a tutorial-type match if two newbies were playing against each other for the first time? And he sent an example. He said, I would have two friends playing for the first time against each other while I explain the rules and steps of the game.
Okay. All right. Good question. All right. This is actually a lot. We get this a lot. We get this sometimes in comments within YouTube, or we get private messages within Facebook or on our website. People just asking questions on where do I begin? Where do I start? And ironically, our brother-in-law is actually getting started with some X-Wing action. He was just hitting me up this weekend. He goes, I'm just checking out some of the videos. I really like the game. It looks pretty cool. He goes, where do I start? Where do I begin? You know, so the first thing, Trent, what I would tell you right off the bat is get definitely a the core set. Okay, there's two core sets. There's the red core set, the blue core set. Blue core set's the Force Awakens. It comes with all the newer stuff, which is the TIE-FO and the new T-70 X-Wing, the Poe Dameron, and all that stuff. The red core set's still equally good. So people can differ on that, but I like them both. But the X-Wing, the red core set is the original core set that has Luke Skywalker and the original TIE Fighters and the original T-65 X-Wing. Both sets are great core sets, I think, to start with. And I think if you want to get started, play the tutorial. And if you want to know what the tutorial is, within, I think, the Force Awakens course that they started including a tutorial. I'm not sure if the Red Box had one. I'm trying to recall if it had one or not. But if you don't know how to have the tutorial, the tutorial match, go to our website. Let me show you here. So if you go to our website, here's our website, and if you actually hover over X-Wing, don't click on it, hover over it, and scroll down to X-Wing resource list, this page will come up, and right there, you actually have the tutorial video. I would definitely highly recommend for them to watch that.
Yeah.
But the Learn to Play rulebook, that's actually from Fantasy Flights, which is this book right here. It's the one that says Learn to Play. This is what I would, I mean, setting up ships, I mean, you don't have to show them all that. It tells you what each thing is, the tokens, the cards, and what have you. But this right here is what I learned how to play, basically in keeping it real simple. And it shows you the whole tutorial, what you got to do, what you got to set up, how to set up. I would just use this. Do this if they have played this already, okay, if they have done the tutorial and no upgrade cards and what have you, keeping everything's very, very simple. If they want to start moving to a 100-point list, then I would start recommending keeping the same ship lists. Like, add some more TIE Fighters to this list, or add some more, X-Wings to your list. Trying to keep it, around the 100 points if you want, or if you want to try a 50-point game, do two T-70s. Keep them close in points, and then upgrade to 100 points worth. Just do it slow. That was one of the biggest mistakes I think I did when I first started off. And I think that was because you have all these abilities and the upgrades, and I think that's some of the things that you were asking questions about when you first got started. There's just so much.
There's a lot of different kinds of moves and
cards and upgrades.
I was all confused.
Yeah, and I think that's what the biggest thing is, just keeping it simple. Fly the tutorial ships. Definitely keep the list simple. Try not to maybe keep the same exact ships. Buy 2 core sets if you want, and you can have 2 T-70s and 4 TIE fighters and have at it. That should be a good match. And then upgrade from there. Ironically, my baby blue list, what I'll do is I'll try to link it below, but if you just search the baby blue list or look on our X-Wing lists, I think it's like probably 2 or 3 pages in, the baby blue list is a very simple list. It's a 100-point list. They're all the same exact ship. It's 4 T-70s, blue Squadron Novice pilots. Real simple. Another easy list is, if you want, try like the 3 Hounds or the 3 Defenders. Keeping things real simple, using the same ship, I think is a great entry point. When you want to get competitive, right, and you want to start adding new ships to the stuff, like I know you like the Millennium Falcon a lot.
Yes, because you can go shoot
all the way around. Add the Millennium Falcon. Maybe you do the Millennium Falcon versus 2 X-Wings and see if you can take the Millennium Falcon down. And try to keep away from the upgrades. Just do it standard, right?
Yeah. That's the best way to start.
I think so. I mean, also, if you look at the tutorial here, it talks to you about the planning phase, the activation, combat end phase. We all know what this is. A lot of us. But when you're getting started, it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
The 4 different phases. And also trying to figure out what you do each phase. I would just keep the list simple. I mean, don't even tally up the points that much. I mean, just know that one X-Wing is almost equated to 2 TIE fighters. Go on that, right? Just keep that simple.
I think that's how we started.
Yeah, that's exactly how we started. It's almost been just over a year when we started playing this game.
I remember.
And I've just been hooked on to like wildfire here.
Yeah,
but
loves this game.
When you start playing the special maneuvers and you start looking at like all the Talon rolls and all that stuff, that's when things get a little confusing. Just start off basic flying, and separate the ships, move them around, try to and then throw asteroids in the mix and try to navigate around them. That's probably the best easy way. Keep this the same ships. I think is probably the best approach.
Yeah.
I hope that answers your question, Trent. Like I said, I'll put the links below to the Baby Blue list and maybe the Triple Jump Master list or Hounds list, but and maybe some TIE fighters. I'll try to see what I can dig up as far as lists, but try to keep the same exact ships. I think is probably the best bet.
Yeah, get used to them first.
Get used to them, and then if you want to start doing different ships and different ship lists, then just introduce it slowly. That's how I learned. When I tried to do it real fast, I got confused, and the guy at the shop. A great guy who was helping me out and trying to figure this whole game out and showing me things around. He basically said that he goes, try to fly the same ship, and that's when I flew the 4 TIE Interceptors together.
Yeah.
The concept is you're just learning how to fly. You're learning how to maneuver around and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, this is another edition of Slink Paint. Definitely look below here. You're going to see all the things like subscribe and all that stuff. You guys, if you are a subscriber, thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate it. Yes. And just so you know, she's doing a lot of she'll be soon doing a lot of the social media stuff. Keeping us in tabs, sharing the videos. Yep. I'm going to still reply to comments. So when you see it's Berto, it's me. Or Nims, it'll definitely be Nims. We're still not going anywhere, but we're just helping out. We're getting a lot of comments and feedbacks on all the different social channels, so we just need Dee to help us out. Like I said, if you have any questions, leave them below. Contact us. Use the submit portion. Go to slinkpaint.com/submit. I think it's like right here in the middle-ish. Just click submit. If you have a list to submit them. And just know that we do have a backlog of lists. I mean, you guys submitted a lot of lists, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right. I mean, I think you're still going through them, and there's still like 100 more lists that we got now.
Yeah.
It's a lot of lists. And we're going to try to do them all, but it is a lot.
It is.
It is a lot. I think she's going to become an expert. She's going to be flying and be like winning world championships and stuff. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Bye.